Hi, welcome to Moments with Mimi. And today we're going to dig a little deeper into revision. This was a special request. So, if you've watched the law of perpetual transmutation, also known as revision, then you know that you are perpetually transmuting things all the time. It doesn't matter if it's the past or future because it all runs through you. That's what now is. It's the present. That's you can only be aware of right now. And so the past runs through you. You are thinking of the past. You are thinking of the future. You are creating them. So you can go back to a moment that you believe will help you forgive and forget. You need to be picky about what you go back and revise because everything takes care of itself through divine love. But if there's something that happened that, you just know if you could change that, then you could forgive yourself and forget it, then you go back and do that. For example, my husband and our relationship got violent, and I felt like I could easily forgive and forget that if I went back and changed the first time he hit me to that never happened. And that's what I did. And it was very um, cathartic. And uh, this feeling of divine love, just, this warm glow comes through you. And it was wonderful. And I don't even think about it anymore. It's like it never happened. Or it happened to someone, but so long ago, it's not me. And that's, you know, one way. And it's when you're sitting down to look at your thoughts and beliefs, and this is what the whole book of Exodus is about. You go, sit down and you look at your thoughts and beliefs, and, that doesn't serve me anymore. I'm not going to believe that. And, I remember when I picked that up, and he's not really like that. So I'm going to change. I'm going to release him and say, I love you and thank you for showing me that. And I know you're not like that. I know you're better than that. And bless you for showing me that. And you release them. And this is the work of divine love, changing the things in your life. And this is the more important than the revision. The importance of revision is for you to understand that, you don't turn these laws on and off. And there's one consciousness and one imagination. There's only one God. That's God, consciousness and imagination. And this is what you're doing with your imagination. These are how these things happen to you. So that's what these laws are. So it's a law. If you are unknowingly going back saying, yeah, and I would have done this, and I'd have punched him, and I'd have done that, you are going back and revising the moment unknowingly. So the photons change everything. And even though you didn't ever say anything to that person, the next time you meet up with that person, they got a hairy eyeball out for you because you revised everything, and now you're vibrating differently than you were before, as if you had beat them up. So this is revision, unknowingly, unconsciously. So now you know about it. Well, the important thing about knowing about it is you don't just start telling yourself a story on bafangu, fachala bakala, or any of that other stuff. You think about it and you go revise the day, or you go revise the moment, that you want to change in the day. And that's really where it needs to stay, is in the present. And you revise as you go, or you revise at the end of the day, and you make the day be how you wanted it to be. Now, as you go through your thoughts and beliefs, there are going to be certain moments that you know deep in your heart you need to change. For myself, you know, it was the first time my husband hit me. I felt like if I changed that, then I could forgive it and forget it, because I had realized I'd never forgiven him, because I never forgot it. If you can't forget it, you didn't forgive anybody. Forgive and forget. So for me, I had to erase that and change it, and so I could forgive and forget it. And amazing things happened after I did that. So it's that kind of thing. But you don't want to go, you know, helter skelter with it either. There's things like your messengers will give you a message. My husband went to go get some skull at the store, comes back, a record's dropping him off. And he's telling me how the car wouldn't start, and he had it towed to the mechanic, and blah, blah, blah. And he's going down the lane. Oh, it could be this, could be that. And I'm like, no, I don't care what it is. My car's in the driveway now. You know, my truck is in the driveway now. So I went into the kitchen, started washing dishes, and my kitchen window looks out over our driveway. And I said, man, I love seeing two trucks in the driveway. And I'm so happy he got his skull and came back home, and it's all good. And, you know, maybe one more time, I love seeing my trucks in the driveway. About an hour later, mechanic calls, come get your truck. You know, oh, great. What is it? Oh, it's a loose cable. Don't worry about it. Come and get it. What do we owe you? Not a thing. Come get it. Loose cable. Yay. So, you know, that revision happened immediately. I'm not listening to that. My dog and another dog got into a scuffle, and I revised that. And my dog healed instantly. She healed. Her dog healed instantly. She healed. And I'm not going into all the details because we'll be here forever. But the point was, it got revised, and everything changed. And so it's like that. So the main thing with revision is you're a vine. The Bible is always saying you're a vine, and that's because vines have suckers. And if you let the suckers just grow, well, a sucker is just another exact copy of the plant. It's a baby of the plant that's growing. You can literally cut a sucker off, stick it in the ground, and it will grow. So if you have a vine that's got a million suckers on it, it's a nasty mess. You have to sucker the vine. You're a vine. So when you sit down and go look at your vine, your thoughts and your beliefs, you sucker them. And as you go through them, some of them are going to, you know, come to you and say, you know, that's something I think I should revise. And you go revise it, and that's a suckering. You know, it didn't happen. Sucker. You're suckering the vine. So you want to be particular about what you cut off your vine. And what happens is, just like with a vine, when you cut a sucker off the vine, now the energy that was going into the sucker comes back to the vine. Instead of having smaller fruits off all these suckers, now your fruit's getting bigger because the energy is going to the vine and not the sucker. It's the same thing in your life. Once you sucker away thoughts and beliefs that do not serve you, then all that energy comes back to you and you're growing healthier and stronger and keeping focused that you are divine love. Okay, and you love them. Thank you for showing me that, but you got to go. Bam. See ya. And you're suckering your vine. You are the vine. You have to take the things you've been giving energy to that are not serving you and get rid of them so that energy comes back to you, and now you're growing stronger, healthier, better, happier life. And this is how it works. So that's why the Bible tells you all the time, a vine. The vine represents you. It says, I am the vine. I am the light. You are the light. Everybody wants to come to you. Moths go to light, right? Your divine love, everybody wants to come to you. They all want your attention. Unconditional love is attention. So if they can't get your love on the scale of attention, if they can't get your love, they'll take your hate. They don't care. At least they're getting attention. And everybody knows this, that a child will act up if that's the only way he can get attention. It's the same thing. Okay? So you just want to love it. Sweetie, I know I don't like that, and I appreciate you showing me that I didn't like that, and I know you're not like that. You're better than that. You're amazing. You're wonderful. Vine has been suckered. Okay? You've changed the belief. Bam. And now all that's coming back to you, and now that neighbor that you thought was a jerk is no longer a jerk. He's wonderful. He's been pulled back into the vine of divine love. So that's how it works. It's good to know, because I don't know about you guys, but I used to do that all the time. Oh man, I wish I'd said this, and I wish I'd said that. Man, if I could do this over again, I would have blown it. And for me, that was the most important thing about learning about the law of revision, was not that I could change things, but to stop doing that, talking like that, and figure out what I really want, and then go talk that up. So I hope this helps. Blessings to you. I'm your Mimi. Gotta love me. You're my baby. I love you. If you want me to talk about something or elaborate more on something, just drop me a note. Let me know. And we'll have a moment with Mimi. Blessings to you. And thank you. Thank you for being you. Special shout out to my patrons. They love being a follower of the way and spreading the message. And they like the way I do it. So it's nice. If you would like to join the followers of the way, come on and check us out. Come share your story. We're all learning this together. Blessings to you. And thank you. Thank you for being you.